Yes, you can sit down on your haunches with a full-sized weapon light on your firearm as long as you have the right holster, position it in the right position, and you're willing to forego just a little bit of comfort. It is less comfortable than not wearing the holster, but it's not so uncomfortable that I can't do what I'm doing right now. For those of you who've wondered why I've been so quiet on social media lately, the fact of the reality is I've been sleeping on the couch. I've been working from my couch. We have like a dedicated studio study workroom in our home that I haven't been able to use because Michelle is ill and we are 99.9% sure it is the coronavirus. So she's been quarantined in the bedroom and I've been sleeping on the couch, and I'll probably be doing it for the next 2 weeks. Guys, I don't know. There's a lot of hoo-ha around the coronavirus. Let me tell you, you do not want to get this thing, okay? I'm not saying it's got a high mortality rate. What I am saying is it's got a high suck rate, okay? I've known Michelle for 7 odd years. I don't know. 6 or 7 years. Years, okay? And I've never seen her this ill. So that's her coughing. I don't know if you can hear. It is a nightmare of epic proportions. This is going to be a mail time and a Q&A video. I'm just sort of letting you know why I've been so quiet lately. So I've been playing doctor to Michelle, and she's a trooper. Anyone who's been sent a package from me, whatever the case may be, don't worry. Since the beginning of COVID-19, our package delivery methods have been as follows. We pack it up, we sanitize everything, we put it in a box for 48 hours, then we contact the courier who comes and he takes the package, so we don't actually physically touch it. But I don't think we'll be sending anything out, and we haven't sent anything out since she's been ill. We've been to the doctors and they pretty much told us there's no chance you don't have coronavirus because you have 99.9% of the symptoms, and she's been for a test as well, so we'll wait on that. But long story short, this is the sickest she's ever been. It's a freaking nightmare. What's in my pockets and on my person, as you saw earlier on, I am running a Glock 19 Gen 4 OLED PL Pro in a Southwest Holsters Rattler, and yes, I can sit down. Pocket, I'm actually carrying the Trustfire T3. Busy testing it out. This is a 1000 lumen single mode flashlight. Remember the good old days where you pressed a button on a flashlight and it only had one mode? Welcome to the good old days. I quite like it. Nice survivable, good size, really nice button. Reminds me of the buttons on the Power Tacks, which are now my favorite buttons. Pocket is Strauss & Co. Wallet, really like them, super minimalistic. Back pocket is Leatherman Skeletal, good old faithful. Should we first answer a question or first do... I'm not going to answer too many questions, guys, because quite literally I'm exhausted. Sleeping on the couch is not like camping at all. Benchmade Griptilian by Ultimate Edges. It's like camping for 1 or 2 days and then it just sucks. So let's get to a question, and then we'll see how far we go. For those of you who don't know, if you want to ask me anything and you want that question aired on the channel, inbox me on Instagram or Facebook. I'm EDC for the EDG on both, and just put Q&A and your question. And if you don't add your name to it, I won't say your name. If you do add your name to it, I will say your name. So question number 1 from someone who chose to not have his name added. Even though I know who sends it, I consider if you add your name to it, you want to be known. Hey Ryan, I see at the end of all your videos you promote other YouTube channels. Don't you feel like this is promoting the competition? No, not really. Like, think about it. You got to think about it this way. That's not a bad question. It's a good question. You got to think about it this way. This is in Formula 1, guys, right? Like, there are 20 Formula 1 drivers in the world out of 7 billion people. Okay, so if you're a Formula 1 driver, then there is competition. I'm a YouTuber. There are about, let's say 1 million YouTube channels or accounts of people making videos and 7 billion people on the planet. It isn't competition. There is enough food at the table for all of us to sit and eat comfortably. Actually, I think, and to be honest with you, and no disrespect to the person who asked this question, I'm not talking about you personally, I'm just saying, I think that's a very backward mentality. and I don't know if it's a South African thing, but especially in the gun community, it seems to be a South African thing, where it's like if you trained with this person, that person sucks. If you train with that person, or if you buy this holster, every other holster, or you've got to only CZ or only Glock is, it doesn't seem to be like that in the holster community in the US. But here in South Africa, it does seem to really feel like there's only one school of thought, and there's no room for anyone else. My personal belief is there's enough resources for all of us. We can all sit at the table and dine as friends and have differing opinions, and we can all get along. And everybody can learn from everybody. Very often, learning something bad is as useful as learning something good because you know what not to do. So, do I have issue? I mean, if there was a YouTube channel in South Africa and that person had 7 billion followers, meaning like they had all the followers in the world, that is the only person for whom YouTube can be a competition. But I mean, like I have 3,000 odd subscribers. Doesn't matter. There's so much fish in this ocean that we can all dine comfortably and without hate each other. So no, I have no problem promoting other YouTube channels. I actually think if everybody did the YouTube thing, there'd be a lot more respect, because haters, trolls would realize this YouTube thing is not easy. And yeah, I think there'd be a lot more respect among people and among people who create YouTube content. Package. So I wouldn't ordinarily do a mail time for a single package, but Southwest Holsters sent me a package and they said it's my Christmas gift. Now, I don't know how well they know me, but I'm not a patient man, and there's absolutely no way this was going to wait until Christmas for me to open it. So, let's see what is what. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Be honest. Look at me in my eyeball. Tell me you don't want one of these. The fact of the reality is, because Southwest Holsters are where they are right now, you can order yourself one of these. Multicam black front. I think it's police blue back, and we've got some kind of blue shock cord. I don't know if the blue shock cord is available, but it sets it off nicely, right? This is a PL Pro holster. Nice. Look at how nice that looks. James at Southwest Holsters, you are a gentleman and a squire, and I really appreciate this gesture, and I will wear this holster with pride and great joy. Thank you so much for the awesome Christmas gift. I think it's the first ever time I received a Christmas gift as a YouTuber, which is quite cool. I am making it in life, right? And getting this makes you think, why can there not be enough for everyone, right? I'm sure, and sadly, there's probably a YouTuber out there thinking, oh, I wish I hate Ryan for getting this, right? But just work hard and you'll get what you want. If you want gear like this, if you want video games, whatever the case may be, create a channel, work your ass off at it, and people will recognize you. And if they don't recognize you, keep doing it until they recognize you. The longer you do something, the harder it is for people to not accept you. Listen to this. How is Michelle supposed to get rest when it's MotoGP outside my house? I tell you. Anyway, James, I really appreciate the very kind gesture. Guys, I do just want to add, I will answer another question. The Brunite PT28 Oathkeeper is on a ridiculous sale on TorchSA. I'll leave a link to it down below. This is a really nice flashlight. It's a really, if there's a word I can use, it's a really suave flashlight, right? This is a gift you buy. When you're at a party, let me just adjust the focus pointer. You're at a party and there's like a whole lot of girls and all there, and it's like the girls in the corner and the guys in the corner, and the girls are discussing like who's got the best flashlight, who's got the biggest flashlight. That's how parties go down, right? And you whip this bad boy out. Let me tell you, you're not going home alone tonight, right? The Brunite PT28 Oathkeeper, it's also got a very cool tail switch button, where this is your moment and constant on, and then this button here is dedicated momentary strobe, which is really cool, very tactical, and tactical, not tactical, self-defense orientated flashlight, home defense, nice flashlight to have because you've got that ring. This ring will jack someone the F up. This is not plastic. This is aircraft grade aluminium. So check it out on the store. I'll leave a link to the store down below. The Brilliant PT28 Oathkeeper. Trustfire lights, I spoke about it earlier on. Trustfire lights are almost like you don't really understand why they cost what they cost. And it's I can tell you it's definitely because of the name. Because no one knows Trustfire. But these things are really good, decent lights. They make really good lights. I've never had an issue with them, and I'll start talking about them more. You know, I really need to do the feature product Friday videos, but I just never get around to it. Okay, let's do one more question, guys. I hope you don't mind. One more EDC question, and then we end off. As I said, if you want me to answer your questions on the channel, you can inbox me or DM me on Facebook or Instagram and just put Q&A and your question, and if you want me to say your name, I shall say your name. John Bryan asks, I have a Southwest holster but the old style. Do I need to upgrade, and is there anyone else you could recommend other than Southwest holsters if I do want to upgrade but might want to go with a different supplier? So John, I don't know, like the light bearing stuff from Southwest holsters is really top notch, and I think their light bearing stuff for me is some of the best I've seen, not even just in South Africa. Some of the best I've seen on the YouTubes, right? They really, I mean, it's really good, high quality looking gear. So I would say if you want to go light bearing Glock, then you're not going to go wrong going with Southwest holsters. If you already have a light bearing Glock holster, then there's no, I mean, try someone different. It's not a fuss, right? The guys I'd recommend, the guys I quite like in South Africa are Quantum Carry Solutions, Edge Custom Carry. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. Bravo Concealment. And then those are the, like, I think, with respect to everybody, I think those are some of the top guys. And then there's also Shinobi Kydex, who are decent. And I actually always liked Shinobi Kydex holsters. Funny enough, my very first holster was a Shinobi Kydex holster, Eric Ace. And my very first review was a Shinobi Kydex review. So they make cool holsters as well. Their holsters are like speed holsters. Like, Eric makes his gear to run fast. But for me personally right now, just with the way they designed, I really like Southwest holsters. The style, the flair, the functionality, the sleekness, as I've said in my Southwest holsters video, I really like them. So check it out. But like, you're not really going to find a bad holster in this country anymore. You know, most holsters made by South Africans, because the market is so aggressive and so tight, most holster manufacturers who are well known, they make decent gear. So, yeah. Guys, I'm going to see you on the weekend. This is just a quick thank you to James. I couldn't not open it on the channel, right? It wouldn't be fair to him. Christmas gift. I really, really appreciate it. That means a lot to me that you would do this. I know we speak on a daily basis, and I appreciate our conversation, and I appreciate you taking the time to make this for me, knowing my likes for style, flair, and savoir-faire. Is that a French word? French people, let me know. I will see you guys soon for a review on the weekend. Might be a flashlight, might be a backpack. Sleep in fear tonight. That's it, guys. Have a good one. Be safe. Train hard. If you are following me, if you aren't following me, please consider following me on all platforms. I'm EDC for the EDG everywhere. If you are already following me, please consider following another EDC channel, because we all need to support that now. That's it, guys. Be safe. Train hard. Cheers. God bless.